Alright, so I'm going to walk you through how this maze program is going to work. So make sure you look over this picture and kind of the directions and requirements that are needed, and I'll touch on those too during this video, and if you want to try any of the extra credit. So first thing you're going to do is open this link that says Remix Me, and it should take you to this maze template, and when you click the flag, the background should appear. So we're going to click Remix, and when you do that, it should make a copy of the project and add it to your own folder. All right, and you want to make sure it says project saved as a remix up there at the top, and it should say like maze template, remix, whatever. So if it doesn't say that, it means it didn't actually save it to yours, and you won't be able to share it. You won't be able to go back into it. So just try to open that link again and click remix. Sometimes it takes a little while, so you got to be patient. So this template already has this background plugged in for you, so you guys don't have to worry about creating that. There is that cat. So if you want the cat, you can leave him. If you want to use a different character, now you can delete him and bring in a different one. But no matter what, you're going to have to shrink down the character so that it fits inside of here. Because one thing we're going to add is that if the character touches a wall, that it resets the game. Or this little maze. So to make them smaller, we're going to go over to looks, and there is a set size or change size by, which I find a little easier. So when you click this block and you drag it out into your workspace and click it, you can see it makes the cat bigger. So we want to make it smaller, so we're going to go -10. And I'm just going to keep clicking it until the cat is a nice small size that easily fits between everything. And I'm just going to bring them to the little green circle. So now that I have a size good, I can just drag that block away. It doesn't change anything. So what we are going to do is start with our event block and a flag. So we want the game to always reset when we click the flag. So we want the cat to go to this point. So when the flag is clicked, we want the cat to go to wherever you have him. So you want to make sure you have your cat right where you want him to kind of start, because then that changes that X and Y in these blocks, and then I can do that. So if I move the cat somewhere else and I click the flag, he just goes to that point. So next we are going to add in our sensing blocks, and then we'll add in the control. So we want the cat that whenever it touches a wall, that it resets and sends him back to this green circle. All right, so to make it sense, we're going to grab a control block and this if-then that we've used before. So we want it to, if the cat touches the black wall, then we want him to reset to the beginning. So to get that, like the color looking, that's a sensing block, and touching color. And so this little block we can drag and put it inside of that other little diamondy shape, and if it's not highlighting white like mine, it's not going to go in there. So if touching color, we have to tell it what color. So I'm going to click on that green, and you can try and see if just dragging the brightness all the way down works, but because it's just black. But if you're trying to use this with something else and it's a different color, this little eyedropper is really handy. So I just click that, and then when I come over here, I can hover right over the wall, and then I know for sure it's that color. So if touching black, we want him to go to that starting point again, and he's still there, so I'm just going to drag that out. All right, so to make sure this works all the time, we need to add in a forever repeat loop block around that if. So forever, it's going to be keep looking for this kind of reset to the beginning block. So that should work for the walls, and then now we just need to control our cat. So we're going to control them with the arrow keys. So we're going to use when the key is pressed block, and instead of space bar, we're going to use the up, and we can grab the down. We can make this one the right and left. So these are all going to be really similar looking blocks. So we'll start with the up. So when we push the up key, we want the cat to move up. So far we've used this move 10 steps block before, but that only moves the cat left and right if we do positive or negative. To make him go up and down is these change Y by. So if I click this change Y by 10, you can see that moves the cat up. So I'm going to grab that, and I actually know that if I do -10, that'll be the down, and then X and X, and negative. So now when I move my arrow keys, you can actually see the cat moving around. I haven't pushed the flag key in, that's why I can go through walls, because I'm just kind of testing it out. So another thing we're going to add with the cat is to make him look like he's actually going that direction. So we're going to do this point in direction. So what this block does is when I click on it, right now it's not doing anything because he's already pointing to that direction. But if I want him to point down, I can drag that arrow down. And when I click this block, you can see he points down. So that would be the down one. And you can do that. And I know this is the right. So you can change this to be all those different directions. So now when I move him around, he changes which direction he's looking. So now when you push the flag, you should restart, but my cat's upside down. So I'm gonna actually add in that point in direction to make him look that correct direction too. And you can test that you can move around, and if you hit a wall, if you get too close to a wall, he resets. So there's the base maze. If you want to add in a little bit more, one thing you can add is using the pen blocks, which I don't even see here. Must have moved them on me. So to get to it, you have to add it in. So adding this little add extension, pen. And now I have these pen blocks. So how the pen block works is that when you put the pen down, it will, so if I even just click that, or I put that at the beginning, and move my cat, you can see there's a line following him. So you can see exactly where he goes. Unless you want to see all your mistakes, you probably also want to erase it at the beginning. And then I can try and make my way through. And you could do erase all when it resets, so that every time you mess up, it doesn't keep doing it. You can change the pen color. You can play with that a little bit and see if you can get that to work. Another thing you could do if you want to try and make it look like the cat is moving, using that next costume and adding that in with your moving if you want to try and do that. Or if you want to add a timer like we did in the clicker game, you can make a variable and do timer and use that like we did in that last game that we made, that clicker game, and see how long it takes somebody to make it through the maze. Or if you want them to stay at the end, like, congrats, you're done, or that's how it ends the timer when it touches red. A little hint there too. So there's the base maze game, and if you want to try and add more, you're more than welcome to, and I'll give you a little bit extra credit too. Just have fun with it.